What up, book dwellers? It's me, Cory, back again. Today I'm doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, I believe it's called. This is still a very new channel, obviously. While I'm filming this, we still only have 2 videos on there. But we're really trying to get new videos up, but I thought I would do this tag just to, you know, get an idea of who I am. Let's get started. So, first off, why did you start this channel? We both really like booktube, and Colleen actually brought it up to me and was like, would you want to start a booktube? And I was like, yeah, sure. So then we decided to do it, and I actually, I think we both admitted to this, to having, like, you know, pretended to do booktube videos before, like, in our rooms by ourselves, which I've done. Like, I'll go to Barnes & Noble and then I'll do a fake book haul, you know, or something, and, like, I don't know, just for fun. And so, you know, making actual booktube videos was a good thing then. And also just because we both like talking about books, and it's fun. And for me also, I think part of it was like that, you know, I was going to be graduating and stuff, and I think it's a fun way to stay connected, to have a YouTube channel together. Yeah, so that was mostly my reasons anyway for why I started this channel. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to booktube? So I don't want to give away all our ideas. We have thought of some ideas that have not been done before, but I do think one fun thing that we bring is a joint channel. I haven't really seen a lot of, I don't know if I've seen, I want to say that I've seen a joint booktube channel, but I don't know if I have. But there's definitely not a lot, and I think that's fun to have a joint channel. I mean, obviously there's like collabs and there's groups that do different things and stuff, but I think it's really fun to have a joint channel, and, you know, to do joint book reviews or to talk about the same book in different ways or something, because I know that Colleen wants to do a Scythe review, or has, you know, filmed a Scythe review, and I definitely want to do one when I'm finished with it as well. So I think it's fun to, like, you know, be able to see different perspectives on the same channel and stuff, especially from 2 people who really, you know, tend to like the same kinds of books. But yeah, we actually have come up with some pretty unique ideas, I think, and there's one that I really want to do, and I think Colleen would know what that is, you know, by watching this, but we probably won't get to do that one for a bit, because we do have to be together for that one, I think, unless, you know, we agree to do it separately or something. But I do think that one would be really, really fun and really, really creative. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I just am excited to talk about books and to, you know, grow the channel, I guess. I like YouTube, I like booktube, but I've never actually tried to grow a channel before, and I think that'll be a fun experience. You know, I'm just really excited for the whole experience, I guess, and to maybe make friends through it or something. I'm excited to make things with my friend. I like that. We had a really good time making the first 2 videos. Why do you love reading? I love reading because I think, first of all, it was something that I really liked to do as a kid. A lot of things that I liked to do as a kid just, like, are more meaningful to me, because for a while, you know, like, I guess as I got into high school, I got really busy and I stopped doing a lot of the things that I enjoyed. So, you know, now reading is like kind of, you know, reminiscent of, like, being a kid and stuff, so that's fun. I remember, like, you know, reading a book in a day as a kid, and, like, you know, just sitting around reading all day, and that was, like, my favorite thing to do. But I also like reading because I love getting to know characters. I think that's probably my favorite thing about reading, and about, you know, that's the same thing with, like, TV and movies. I love getting to know characters. I feel like with reading you can get to know characters in such a, like, more in-depth way, and I really love that. I also grew up writing, so I loved reading for that reason. I've just always loved words, and I've loved putting words together in different ways and reading words, you know. I like that words can make me feel things, I think is the best way to put it. I love that. I love reading a book and, like, feeling things from it. And that's, like, I think people are like, why do you like sad books so much? That's why. I love when a book can make me devastatingly sad. But, yeah, I don't know. So what book or series got you into reading? The Harry Potter series. I feel like this is everyone's. My mom actually read this to us, to me and my brother, when we were little. I loved this. This was such like a special time in my life for me. We literally had like a cosplay night, basically. We didn't call it cosplay, obviously, but like I dressed up as McGonagall, and like we all dressed up as different characters and like sat in my mom's bed and read the books. Like, it was great. This was totally like my childhood. I love these books so much. These books are so meaningful to me, and I think this was like the first thing that really got me like into reading and into writing. Like, I would sit there while my mom read and I would scribble out words and stuff, but like not real words. I was like too young to write. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So I have gotten the opportunity to actually meet one of my favorite booktubers. I went to Reagan's meetup last month. I don't know when that was. I have no concept of time over the summer, but didn't really ask her any questions because, you know, it's like nerve-wracking to be talking to someone who to be talking to someone in general, frankly. But if I did have the opportunity to ask one of my favorite booktubers anything, would probably be like, how do you read as much as you do? Because I read a lot and I struggle with like reading as much as they do, and I don't understand how they read that much. That would probably be my top question, is just like, how? Like, you have jobs and stuff. How do you read this much? What challenges about starting a booktube channel do you think will be the hardest to overcome? Well, we've already had the challenge of school getting in the way, and things like that, and just having time to edit. I don't like editing. I mean, I do and I don't, but also my laptop is horrible, so I edit on my iPad, which is where I'm filming, and it's kind of a mess. It's just like, I don't have like equipment that is great for having a YouTube channel, but I do it anyway. I don't know. So I think that's gonna be the hardest to overcome. You guys are literally like balanced on a laundry like hamper right now, so that's my life. That's the hardest to overcome, is finding time to edit and being able to edit in general. That's why we never post anything. Like, we had videos filmed, but editing is just impossible, so we didn't post anything. When did you start reading? Okay, reading on my own, probably as soon as I could. Like, literally, like, when I was like a child, I like got into reading. I definitely read a lot like as a little kid too. Like, when I was in elementary school, I definitely read a lot, but I don't think as much as when I got to like middle school. In middle school, I read like a ton. Like, I read in all my free time in middle school. Where do you read? That's an interesting question, because I read in a lot of places. My favorite place at the moment to read is in my basement. We have a really nice basement. Like, we have a sectional, and it's got a little electric fireplace, and you can just kind of put these two little lamps on and sit and read. It's nice, and I get like the most reading done there. I've also enjoyed reading outside lately when it's not too hot, because we have this great chair on the deck that I love. I read in bed a lot, which is bad because sometimes I start to fall asleep. But I got this bungee chair, and I've been reading in that a lot lately. But yeah, I just really read anywhere. I like to read at home though, mostly. What kind of books do you like to read? So right now I'm really into like YA fantasy. I've always liked, I call it urban fantasy, but I don't know if it technically counts as urban fantasy. I like high fantasy, right? But I don't read a lot of it, and I need to get into it more. But I also have always liked like Percy Jackson with some elements of fantasy, but in a modern setting. And I'm currently in the middle of the Raven Cycle series, and I love that, you know, where it's in a modern setting, but there's like elements of fantasy. I've always just really, really liked that, and I like writing that, and that's my favorite kind of thing to read, I guess. If I had to pick one. But I also, I like YA fantasy. I like sci-fi a lot. I love Ray Bradbury books. I really love Ray Bradbury books. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So that was the Booktube Newbie Tag. if you're watching this and you have a booktube and you feel like doing it, go for it. I don't even think you need to be a newbie. I mean, like, just tell people about yourself, I guess. Anyway, that is all. So like, comment, subscribe, keep an eye out for new videos, because I actually did film another one, and I think Colleen filmed some, so we're getting back in it. And once I move into my new place, I'll be able to film all the time, because right now I had to wait for my parents to be at church. Anyway, yeah, so bye.